So there has to be a better way.
Just some colleagues of ours. Okay.
Oh, you can say Contiki Trip managers.
Oh, okay.
Because they are.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Task Manager. As you can see, our set has had a glow up, our budget has gone up.
And we've even got a sexy fireplace now.
Yep, and we got a sexy horse. I'm not talking about Jacob.
Oh.
But we've got our final two tasks now to go through. So, Jacob, can you go through what our penultimate task is? What did you have the contestants do for this one?
So in Contiki, we are known for our creativity. So the task this week was to have a banana and be as creative as you can with it within an hour.
What, like in Amsterdam?
Hopefully not.
Well, let's see what they came up with.
LA, and I've never been in the movies before.
Right, Joe, you ready?
I am. Before you is a banana. You have 1 hour to come up with the most inventive use for a banana. Your time starts when Duran makes monkey noises.
Alright. So, what are you thinking?
1 hour to make this look like a Okay, well, I want to preserve the skin just in case. So, let's very carefully slice. Actually, I'll use a knife, that's better. Okay. I want to keep the structural integrity of the peel for... I don't really know why, but I have a feeling this might come in handy later. Do you have any sharp spoons? I'll just use this, right?
Did you just say sharp spoons?
I mean, some spoons have a more blunted edge than others. It's a banana bandana. A bandanana. But that's only plan A. It's actually quite satisfying. Could do this for like ASMR. Oh, now that would make a much better bandanana. Don't really know why I'm doing this. So we need to hollow out a place for our imaginary little Viking people to live with. Oh, but bananas are not hard. Now, the reason I picked the Viking longship is because it doesn't have a mast. So I'm almost done. But let's use our whittling skills and we'll make a little face. Apparently this one's going to smile. Make it more face shapes. Oh, you know what? Even though, historically, they never had horns on their helmets, fun fact, and they weren't called Vikings until the Victorian era, they were always called Norsemen. But I'm going to add horns, because I'm not really very confident that this hollowed out banana looks like a boat. Look, that's how they find them these days.
Banana boat. Did you see me? Banana boat.
Come on.
I think I just broke the banana. Banana boat. Banana boat.
Okay, one more time.
Banana boat. For hours, for hours, for hours. Banana boat.
Right, so, first video, Joe. That was quite creative, right? With the boat?
I mean, I wouldn't have thought of that. Definitely a creative way to, you know, spin the banana.
Yeah, and he tested it. It failed, but he tested. So,
Yeah,
kudos for effort.
Gonna give Marks for credit, and also as well the fact that he wanted it to float as well, really putting his theory into test, I guess. Basically,
Yeah.
like Einstein.
Yeah, again, he failed, but sure. Right, next up, let's talk about Hannah. I had no idea what was going on.
But as the as the cameraman, She just kept saying banana boat. I no idea what was going on.
No.
It was only until the edit I realised that she was talking about banana boat, the advert.
Yeah.
So
I feel like she'd been drinking the sun cream. I was like, I don't know what this girl's doing. But yeah, again, she had a bigger picture in her mind, so I appreciate that. Good job, Hannah. Moving on to Ollie.
Well, I do think I could be. You Ow. Okay. I think the timing's right.
Short and sweet. And again, had a bigger picture in mind with the editing. Doesn't matter how annoying it was, he had the bigger picture in his mind.
I don't think I want to hear another Minion sing the banana song ever again.
And also the irony of one of the tallest people I know being a Minion.
I think the best bit was him punching himself.
Yeah, I thought that was... I did actually have to watch that a few times because I did think it was real and maybe you had edited yourself, but... Courtney, you were there. I mean, you tell us about that.
So Courtney's idea was to use the budget to go to Alton Towers and then go on all the rides, eat hot dogs, drink all day, and then take a postcard picture with this banana and call it a day.
Which, to be fair, there's a creative way to get a ticket to Alton Towers. So, I put my hands out to it. I give you points.
I can't flaunt it. I'm sure the banana, if it was sentient, had a good time.
I think you mean you can't flaunt it. You should never flaunt your banana. Unless you have an OnlyFans, Christian. Speaking of Christian.
Hello all, and welcome to Painting with Friends. My name is Higgsy Ross, and we're going to be painting a lovely landscape today, but we have a secret ingredient, and this is a banana. So, but we also have our colours. We have with us today, we have all the colours of the rainbow, and many more to choose from. So, firstly, we need to prepare the banana. Now we're going to use the banana, I'll show you later why, but we're going to mash up the insides so we could use it as a certain type of paint into the bowl, and we're going to mash it up. It might take a little bit of work, but you'll be able to get it done quickly if you're strong like me. Maybe add a bit of water. Not much. Well, added it to the watercolors also. Okay. So I've been mashing for a little bit now, and here we have a nice little consistency. Now, this is going to be used for later on. Firstly, though, we have to, but also, we're not going to forget about these bad boys, and I'll show you that later. Firstly, we're going to make a nice, big skyline. And just remember, there's no such thing as mistakes, there's only happy accidents. So I was going to go for a nice blue background, but I thought, you know what's better? A happy little sun. So we're going to do a nice little sunset, get all that nice and yellow, and we're just going to do a nice base layer of yellow at the top. Nice, and get all that nice and coloured in yellow. Now these little spaces that you see right there, they can be happy little clouds. So you don't have to cover the whole thing, you can make it as much as you want or as least as you want. That's the great thing about art. It's a nice bright orange right here. We call this orange. Now this is where we're going to use our special thing, and this is going to be the banana. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get a bit of water. We're going to try and get all that goopness that you see there, and we're just going to try and layer it like that. Keep it nice and mushy, and we'll add some colours and textures over that a bit later. Now you know what? We're gonna make it lumpy. We're gonna use a fork. We're gonna add some texture. Stay. Okay, so now that we have this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this off our painting, and we're still gonna paint with it, but it's going to be a 3D abstract. So we're gonna make it flat on the ground, connect it up just as it is, like that. Beautiful. And then we're gonna have many different things. We're gonna use a bit of these to create some boats, but don't worry, I have a special thing in store, because you might be like, that doesn't look like a boat. Don't you worry. And then you might be thinking, well, where's the sails? So we're gonna add those in throughout. Some have bigger, some have smaller. So those are the boats, and now we're going to create the sails. So we're going to cut little triangles like that, and we're going to add those on to the boat like that. That is the masterpiece right there.
Okay, I admire Christian's confidence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, to go on camera and still be in your budgies, I'm glad he actually found some more clothes this time.
Yeah, thanks for putting on a shirt and the hair. And you committed to the character, Christian. That was, mwah.
Textbook.
It made me feel sick, but that was the banana painting because I can't stand banana, so that made me feel sick. But you, in your body, put me at ease. Do you have anything to add about Christian's body? The on-sites.
Task 3. Before you is a banana. You have 1 hour to come up with the most inventive use for a banana. Your time starts when Duran makes monkey noises.
Yeah, ready?
Ready?
Go.
Oh my god. It just
Let's have a look.
spat it on her face. It's still there.
We might just have to do some movie magic. Yeah, I think these on-sites have been raised on a lot of Mountain Dew, Monster Energy, and 2009 memes, really. But I think they pulled it off pretty well, this video.
Yeah, they got potential for the Olympics there, I think. I'm not sure when they're bringing in banana throwing, but when they do, you better believe that they'll be there.
But when I worked there as an on-site by myself, we did do that on our downtime. Instead of sleeping or doing our jobs, we just kept doing
Banana
Kobe
tossing.
Yeah, Kobe jobs.
Oh, Kobe jobs.
Kobe jobs.
Kobe jobs.
No, Kobe shots.
Oh. I was trying to think of a basketball player, and the only one I could think of was Michael Jackson. The other one.
Task 3. Before you use a banana, when you eat the banana, you have 1 hour to come up with the most inventive use for a banana. Your time starts when Duran makes monkey noises. Are there any scissors? I ain't no break. Like this, and they go backwards. And balance, and you got these coming forwards. Got arms. How high arms can get?
I didn't press record anyway, so you're okay. It's like, what's his name? Who's the guy that made that? Pinocchio.
I thought the guy's name was Pinocchio.
No, like the guy that made Pinocchio.
Oh, like about the story? Or
Yeah,
the
no.
master?
Like the dad.
Because he just wanted a real boy.
Yeah. It's like this.
Okay, we're gonna have to do this in one take, real quick. My spoon's too big. My spoon is too big. I am a banana! Cut. Got it in take one.
So who's up next?
Chris.
All right, number 3. Should be good. Task 3. Trip managers are praised for their creativity on the road. You have 1 hour, 1 hour, to be as creative as you can with a banana. Time starts when Jacob makes monkey noises. Away we go. All right, so the banana creation. A figure. I'm gonna do a banoctopus. It's not much of a commentary, is it? Not much of a story to the banoctopus. We're starting with his face, and we're gonna give him a little mouth, and I figure he's probably a happy banoctopus, because there's not many.
Come back and there's a whole just banana.
Banana massacre. Here's my banoctopus. Ta-da.
So good, boss. Amazing, boss. Give me a raise.
Give me a fire and ice!
Oh, so good. Is that it? Do we speak about jokes?
Surely you can't resist. To be fair, there is something crossing the road.
Oh, that's what I mean. Look at the fucking horns on that guy.
See, he's going window down. These animals will bite. Well, hopefully. Still got 2 full bananas here.
Oh, you know, like where...
Or is he gonna like come pick up the goat?
Just loads and loads of seagulls. Necessities.
Hey. What's up there? They are massive.
You look traumatized.
No, I'm just stoked. Like that.
Yeah.
That giraffe especially was amazing. I'm gonna, because she saw the banana that it had in a tan.
Yeah.
So we need to go further around,
Yeah.
but I also need to take the banana out so that there's no skin.
Hang on, let me put my inconspicuous hat on.
Yeah. One up here. If I do this, come. Do you reckon they actually want to eat me?
I don't know, man.
Is he still up there?
I don't know. I hope this is getting there.
Nah.
Oh,
Let me jump, Jesus! Oh no, he's seen it.
oh no. No, no, you've seen it.
Wait. Come on.
the time. Traveler buddy. Ready? Over. Yes! Success! Oh fuck! Jesus Christ! Hello! I got no more. No more. Sorry, dude. Sorry, my bro. Oh, it's alright. Hey, it's okay. Oh, I feel. I can't say. It's like if I kill him. Yeah. I was a black squirrel. Is that racist?
Can't you see we talking white?
We oscillated. Oh! Jesus Christ! Do you reckon I'm gonna have to give him one? Nah. Not now. Don't. Not into peer pressure. You're getting peer pressure by a monkey.
Joel had an interesting video. To me, it looked like he was kind of going for point of view from the banana side, but you were there. What? Tell us. Talk to us.
So I think he wanted to replicate what it was like to be a lunchbox, basically. Going through a zoo dressed as a banana. And we obviously got some really weird looks. We had to be quite incognito because I did call the zoo ahead. And the receptionist was on board, but they needed to get clarification. Because obviously, you can imagine if 100 cars go through a day and they all feed them all these bananas.
You have some hench monkeys.
Yeah, we really wanted to get this challenge done. So we dressed up as bananas, went through the enclosure, and the idea was that Joel would give out snacks very similar to Travellers on the Road, but didn't quite translate that. It was a bit weird.
Well, I'm assuming that when Joel gives the snacks out and have the Travellers, they're not climbing on top of the coach.
Yeah.
I can only assume. I've never been on one of Joel's trips.
No idea. And he wouldn't dress up as the food you're about to give to your traveller, would you?
No, but Joel might.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
It was going well until one monkey decided to throw a protest and would not leave the vehicle.
And that was a really sad moment. Can we have a look at that monkey again? That was sad when he didn't get the banana that his friend got. No. I've been there. That wasn't a euphemism.
I think the funniest thing was that the zookeeper that was there had no idea that we spoke to reception, and she came over and she asked hey, are you the one giving bananas to this monkey? Two fully grown men dressed as bananas.
My name's Joel. I started with Contiki as an on-site in 2017, and my first year was pretty much a learning, try to go on holidays, enjoy myself. When I first started with Contiki, I was a bit lost. I sort of flipped the table of life, I guess you could say. And in some aspects, when I first went overseas, it was a discovery more so than just a chance to have a bit of a look. Anyway, sorry.
Got beer all on my moustache. Sorry, got.
No, that's okay. And I think everyone at some point in their life goes through that, right? Mine just happened to be quite a big change. I guess I had that white picket fence lifestyle, if you will, and I didn't really want it anymore. And for a lot of people, I had the ability, I guess, to go and just figure out what life was going to be about, and just sort of had time and a little bit of cash to go and try and do that. So I was quite lucky in that sense that everyone around sort of backed me to go and do it. Yeah, which meant ending relationships, getting rid of everything you probably could, and then sort of go from there. And it was good, So my first year with Contiki was really oh my God, I found my little niche. How long was that, really? And then, what's that, do a bit of math, 7-8 years later, to think that journey, I guess, is going to come to an end it's a roller coaster, right? It's the same roller coaster we go through at life. There's that peak of going, okay, it's time for me to go. But it's also very sad because of what Contiki has meant to me for so many years. So I think having the ability to have gone through it and sort of look back over that time frame.
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years. Yeah.
I was gonna say and yeah, I think Contiki's changed so much. Obviously, those 8 years. When you say I think
huge. I mean, the change comes from so many different aspects. We've discussed COVID. We've discussed the difference in the generation almost that sort of changes with that. And I guess in 8 years, there's also technology difference, you know. I think what's expedited technology in a way is COVID, but it's also mobile phones. Like when I first started, barely anyone had phone data, and what meant that, you know, people had a chance to wake up the next morning and think about what they were going to post rather than just post something. Any come overseas and find it as a way of escape, and they can't anymore. People used to come over and be whoever they wanted to be. If they didn't like the situation they were in at home, they could come over and not be that person or not be in that situation. And in some aspects they still can, but in other aspects they can't. Everything's plastered all over social media. You know who someone is straight away with a couple of clicks of a button, without even, you know, really understanding what's going on. And I wouldn't say it's necessarily sad. It definitely keeps people accountable in some aspects, but it doesn't allow people to discover themselves a little bit more without the prejudice of what's going on at home, or without having to think about and really disconnect from what's going on. That's not a bad thing by any stretch. It's just different. It's a different way of looking at travel, I guess. You know, I think for me personally, the things that I've learnt and what I've watched over the time has been within myself, obviously, but also been able to give that knowledge to the people who come on my trips. And I think that if I can give someone a slither of that knowledge on top of the fact that, you know, we're going to see a new place, a new country, then that's what I would love more so than anything else.
So I think a really good question I always ask our travellers, I guess you can always ask you, is like, what has been your favourite part? So I'm going to change it slightly, this question. So what has been your favourite part of Kentucky? So like, what do you, I guess, enjoy the most, and what's, I guess, your most favourite memory you've had?
So what do I enjoy the most about my job would be pretty much what I was touching on before. Like, people come to travel for many different reasons, and I think, you know, if you look at all of the regions and all of the places that we travel, I think I've led groups now in something like 36 different countries. But the cool part about what we do is we give people more than just travel. We give people more than just a history talk, more than just going to see this building. We give people a proper enjoyment and a connection that people don't necessarily have or haven't had for a long time, you know? I think as you asked, what's the happiest memory that I have on the road was, I mean, there's a thousand. You could pretty much give me any trip I've ever run, and there's a moment there where it makes me smile. But the best thing I ever did was, and probably one of the reasons why I love this job is I have 7 nieces and nephews, and all of them are now old enough. I'm like mistakable mistakes, so if that helps. So I was an accident, but what it meant is that where I fit into my family was I'm actually closer in age to my nephews and nieces than I am to my brothers and sisters. And I love my brothers and sisters, they are everything to me. But their kids, I always was at that point where I was always told by my siblings and my parents that, you know, they sort of always look up to you and always do it. So when I came overseas, it was like I wanted to go chase something that I wanted to chase, to sort of, I guess, in some aspects, like show them that they should always chase what they want to do in life. So one of the things that I'm most proud of is that my nephews and nieces are all old enough to come on a contingent. So almost like every single one of my travellers now, I think of in that aspect. Not every one of them, but some of them that come on and they're, you know, a little bit, might be a little bit lost, or they need a little bit of direction, or I can offer them some advice that, you know, they can take or leave. But in terms of being proud was when I got to take Nisa at Scandinavia, and watching her travel for one of the first times without, you know, that family cohort. It was almost like it was watching her make friends and watching her see the things that I can show people and tell people. That was unbelievable. And watching her get more out of it, more out of just the history and just the places, watching her watch me do what I do and being able to show that to my family as well. I was pretty bloody proud of that. That's as good as it gets for me. Now, not every trip is going to have my nephews and nieces on it, but what I took away from that was that everyone who's come on my tours since and everyone who's come on my tours past that is to be able to show them that we are a trip manager. We are there to manage the trip, which means that there are certain leadership qualities you have to be able to sit in the job that we do. And if you are in that position, you have Spider-Man goes, you have like that responsibility to show people a good time. You have a responsibility to give people something that is something that they've paid for, yeah. But also we have an opportunity, not a responsibility, to give people more than that. And I think if you can talk and open up about certain things and be honest with certain things, and I do this with my travellers. I try to open up and talk about situations or my life to give them perspective on certain things that might help them in this. We were talking before about being the front of the coach. When you're at the front and those eyes are on you, it is very hard sometimes to be the person to lift those eyes up. 100%, and to be that person. You will agree with me. Being on the road, like you don't need to be on the road for that long to realise that you could be having a bad day. But your travellers didn't pay for you to have a bad day. So you have to be that person to paint that smile on and then move on with it. And put all those things in the background and so move on. What I think I started to realise for a long time, and one of the big reasons I do this chat, is because I started to watch my travellers change in the last aspects of their trips. So say trip 20 days, say day 15 comes around. His personality started to twist a little bit. I started to sort of notice, and it becomes, certain people get a little bit angrier, and where you've got to do a lot more work to be that positive person, no matter how much you're feeling, whatever you're feeling at the time, to bring yourself up. And I thought, why? Why are people going through this? And it's because the thoughts of home starting to chatter in the back of them. Watching that and watching people get so scared of getting out of that Kentucky bubble and then going on made me sort of go back to thinking about my own mental health in some ways, where sometimes it doesn't matter how much effort someone puts in. If you can't look after yourself, you can't look after anyone else. So for a lot of the people that come on the road, they're scared because going back to reality means that they're going back to the same situation they just left. I break up something they're running away from, whatever that may be. There's no reason that as a leader in some aspects, we can't talk about it and we can't bring whatever it is to the forefront. I believe that one of the what I like to call pillars, one of my pillars, is to do with future progression. You have to have something in your life to be either looking forward to or progressing towards to make yourself better off, right?
Yeah.
If you don't have that and you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel, people start to feel like, well, what's the point? So people's light at the end of the tunnel was this trip. Now that that's ending, what's next for them? It's a difficult conversation to have, but if you don't address it on the trip, that trip ends and those Kentucky blues, or whatever you want to call it, are going to skyrocket. For me, having been through it, having been around it, having seen what mental health and the games mental health can play, the saddest thing that I've ever had to deal with, and one of the biggest reasons I do this talk, is because watching people around you feel that they shouldn't be here anymore is one of the saddest things that life can deal with. It's like, it's awful. We're so lucky to be traveling. We're so lucky to be in the financial position to be able to do what we do. We're so lucky to be born in a time where we've got the technology to go around on this magical metal vehicle around Europe. We're so lucky to be able to do it, where this magical metal vehicle can change the temperature inside the thing so that we're not too hot or we're not too cold. Like, mind-blowing. We are so fortunate for that. And I think the gratitude that we need to have for what we do should be recognised, for one. But also when people start to feel like that life is too hard, that roller coaster is dipping a little bit lower than it probably should. It's such a shame. I don't want people to ever feel like that. No one should ever feel like that. And it's something that I don't ever want to feel. But it's something that I know that a lot of people around me have felt before. And I can't work miracles. I can't change people's minds. It's like telling someone that they shouldn't feel a certain way. It's you can't change the way that they think. They have to do that on their own. But I can try to give people the skills to be able to do that. And I think I developed the talk that I deliver to try to give my travelers almost like a flowchart of what they can do in their life to be able to go, okay, I don't feel great. What is it that I can do to make myself feel better? What part of my mental health is struggling? You know, you walk into a doctor's office and you say, I feel pain. What's his next question?
Yeah, it'd be a diagnosis, wouldn't it? It'd be asking you, where does it hurt?
Where's it hurt?
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't do that with mental health. But at least if you've got some of the ability to break that down and go, okay, well, I've got an idea, maybe it can just help someone. And if I can deliver a talk, and I know it has, if I can deliver a talk that maybe helps one person in that room, or maybe opens up the conversation so that those travelers can have a chat with each other to be able to come out of it more positive, I will do that 100% of the time, every single shoot that I can, because it's worth it. And I think the way that I sort of do that talk, and I guess the way that what I want people to get out of isn't necessarily, they don't have to sit there and write down, I'm not some philosopher or some shit. I just want people to have a good time, but I also want people to feel a little bit more positive. You know, positivity isn't like cake. If I give you some, it doesn't mean I have less. But it's so much harder to spread positivity than it is to spread negativity. And yet we don't do it enough. Like, you could do it with everyone. Like, some of the greatest things ever is watching someone else smile at something you said. And I think it's so rewarding being able to just push people in the right direction, to be able to smile amongst themselves, knowing you might have had a little bit of a hand in it. I think that's probably the special part about running a Kentucky, is watching people, you know, it's that moment where someone sees the Eiffel Tower for the first time and their eyes light up and they smile. You know, you had a hand in that, and if you can have a hand in that without the Eiffel Tower, by making someone's life that little bit better, that's gold.
Yeah, no, I think, just going back to your point, because I really like how you put that, I think the thing with life, I think a lot of people, back to social media as well, everyone is pumped every day with, you've got to be this, you've got to be successful, you've got to be moving out home, you've got to, you know, have all these things. And I think a lot of people's goals are like, I just want to be happy. But, you know, to be happy doesn't mean you just wake up one day like, I'm happy. It's all about getting on to the next objective, as you said. It's like finding what's the next challenge and what challenge makes you happy. Going back to you being here for so long, wow,
mate.
Makes you sound like a pensioner, doesn't it?
Thanks. Mate, you interviewed Chris Logan, I'm not that old.
So I think my final question for you is, what is your advice you'd give future travellers and maybe like the next generation of like ship manager or, you know, road crew you've got out there?
My fundamental piece of advice is to have fun. Enjoy it. This job is the greatest that I will probably ever have in terms of the enjoyment levels and all that sort of stuff. But it's also the hardest job I've ever had by a long shot. There are things that you will hate about it. There's things you're going to love about it. And that roller coaster of being a trip manager it's coming hard and fast. That's never going to change. But if you don't take a minute to really enjoy it and to appreciate what it is that you're doing, it takes a special kind of person to be able to do that. You know, to go through the recruitment process, to go through the training process, to get to where you're sitting it's a long road, but it's one of the most rewarding roads if that's the type of person you are. And I think now that I sort of am at the back end and I'm looking back, just have fun is, I don't know, as cliche as that is, but if there is something that you are doing and you find it boring or you find it annoying to do or frustrating or all of the above, chances are the travellers behind you are going to feel the same way. And make it fun. Make it fun for you. You know, I guess one of the best and worst things that I ever did was I'd never done a Kentucky tour as a traveller myself, which was a bad thing because when I got to running a trip, I didn't really have that idea, I guess, of what it was that I was doing. But I saw so many people running by being on site. And I got to realise that everyone's different. You know, I got to have a fresh slate on what I wanted to do as a trip manager and the product that I wanted to deliver. And the best part about it, Kentucky, is that it's, say, a traveller who has you is going to have a different experience to when they have me, right? When they have me, they'll enjoy their trip.
Mine is be death by memes.
Yeah. But, the death by memes is fine. Lucy, you walk right.
No, you're right.
Cut that out.
Like, add it in. I like it.
But you've got to enjoy it. You've got to enjoy it with your group. You know, you've got to sort of take yourself away from the world and focus on just that. You know, and I feel bad sometimes because I don't reach out to people. You know, when I'm on tour, I'm on tour. When I'm on tour, my world is those 53 people. And I'm awful for it. I know that. My friends and family hate me for it. But it's
part of it, isn't it? Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of catch up to be done afterwards. Yeah, you'll miss some stuff, but you'll find so much reward in it. And when you look back, you know, the people who you want in your life from a personal perspective will always be there. And that's magic. You've got a mustache, by the way.
Cheers, mate. Better? Is it gone? Cheers, mate.
Welcome back, folks. We are at our final challenge now. So soon we're going to find out who our winner is. So Jacob, can you tell us what was our final challenge?
So our final challenge was, in this industry, we have to herd normally 53 travellers back onto the coach, which can be quite an ordeal. So I thought that the contestants for this week would be up for that challenge. Instead of travellers, we have sheep or chickens. So this was a timed one, so it's not up to us about how much points they get. It's simple. Whoever gets the quickest time wins. The slowest one gets no points, okay? That's pretty much it. Very simple. We have no imperative or like input in this one. There's no bribery. No bribery this time, Chris.
No, sorry.
I shouldn't have said that out loud.
No, sorry. Chris, Chris, you can have what you want.
Yeah, so let's get into the video and let's see what times they get. Yeah, you can open it.
Awesome. Bit nippy, but should be alright. Oh, that was a perfect grip kneeling.
Number 4. Task 4. As a trip manager driver, you should be used to herding 53 Australians back onto the coach. Herding 8 sheep should be no problem. Once all the sheep are in the pen, time will stop. Your time starts when you say the phrase, "I'm a little sheepish." I got to get him in there?
Yeah.
Where are they? Over there. Okay. Should we go over there?
So they're all in there. You need to get them over here.
I need to get them over here.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Bit businessy. I'm a little sheep.
Let's go this way, guys. Let's go this way, come on. Come on.
Oh, come on, you're okay. No, no, no.
Done?
Done dealio. Got him back to me rugby days.
Okay, task number 3, I think we're up to. 4? 3? I don't know.
Hello, my name's Grayson Woodham, and I'm mastering tasks.
Number 4. As a trip manager / driver, you should be used to herding 53 Australians back onto the coach.
Herding 8 sheep should be no problem.
I'm not a trip manager, but I'll do my best. Once all the sheep are in the pen, the time will stop. Your time starts when you say the phrase, "I'm not doing what I did last time." Okay.
Your time starts when you say the phrase, "I'm a little sheepish."
I have to get them in here. Oh dear, okay. Can I give that to you? All of them in here. Oh, okay. I guess I'm a little sheepish, so I shall start now. No! No, there has to be a better way.
I think it is already open.
I don't know. You stay there, motherfuckers.
Oh, it's not that big. I thought it was bigger. It's okay, I can do this. I want the microphone for. I've definitely stepped in 10,000 pounds of shit. The good thing is that they're all together, so it can't be that hard.
Dumb sheep. I've learned you gotta be aggressive. You know, you gotta own the sheep like someone who owns a window in Amsterdam. Command, conquer, dominate, don't hesitate. I'm looking at you.
I'm gonna have to take my hair out for this one, I think. Okay, ladies. Oh my fucking god, there's so much shit. No, we're going this way. Yeah, that's the way, guys. I think I can do it. First go, I reckon I can do it first go. This is mortifying on so many levels. We're almost there! No. The drone footage is sending me.
You ever watched the movie Babe? They teach the pig how to be a cattle dog. I'm gonna be that pig. Now I'm gonna do it how my people at home would do it in a very Australian accent. Luckily I got my leather on. Buddy, get in there! Go on then, you bastards! Get in! Go! Yes, go that, yes! Get in there! Oh god, it didn't work. Oh.
No. Wrong way. Guys, I've stepped in your shit like 10 times. No! No. That way. No. Yes, we're... No! Come in. Okay, you 3. You've got somewhere to be. No.
I mean, you can go if you want to. Come on. Come on.
Get that thing out of my face. Guys, it's just me. I saw you when you were just little lambs. And I held you. We're friends. Okay? We're both friends. That's it. Yeah. See, I know you want to go in there. I know you want to go in there. It's so pretty in there. It's way better anyway. Trust me.
Go! Don't stop, go! Stop it! You're not hurting! Get the other way!
Okay. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god! I didn't even do anything! No, you idiot! There's no way! No! No! Hey, hey, hey! You, this way. Come here, come here! Yeah. No, idiots! Oh my god! Oh my god, is he okay? Oh my god! How did that happen? Oh my god, I didn't even really do much for that one.
Shut the gate, you. That's your time.
Yeah.
Turn around. On you go. You can. Come. That way. You're gonna very easy out here. In the pen. Go on the pen now. Go on the pen, you bastard. Get in. I'm getting cucked.
Jeez.
Alright, we're gonna game plan change. We're gonna get them in there. But this monster is ruining our happy time together. I think I've got a trick up my sleeve. It's this. Hello. Hey, Grayson, nice to meet you. If you'd like to go, yeah, great. Just to the right there. No, just that way. Yeah, towards the screaming dog. Thank you very much. Go on. Get in there, I feel like go! Don't stop, keep running. Oh, God, Go to the gate. Go to the gate right now. No more DSP before bed. This dog in the pen. In the pen. That way. In. You're so close. You're something silly. Go that way.
All right.
Setting. Stop setting that.
All right, we'll call it a day there. All right, guys, ready? Do you want to just open your...
I need to get my reading glasses on. Hang on.
Can you read in those foggy glasses?
There's only one way to find out.
If it says read a phrase.
Fantastic wax ceiling, I have to say.
Yeah, I like the T.
Yeah, very good. T for terrific. Task 4. Don't say the phrase. Okay. As a trip manager / driver, you should be used to herding 53 Australians back onto the coach. It's bloody hard work. Should be an Olympic sport. Herding 8 sheep should be no problem. Once all the sheep are in the pen, the time will stop. Your time starts when you say the phrase. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Question,
so the time.
where's the pen?
The pen is this.
In there. So we're going to push them into there. Okay.
If I don't say the phrase, can I run at the sheep and go and try and hug one first? Right, so can I
read what the phrase is?
No, you can't read what
Not
the phrase.
out loud. In my head.
I literally can't see anything. Okay, I'm going to take these off so I can actually see. Right, boys.
Slowly.
Listen, I know you don't want to go in the pen right now. We haven't said the phrase yet. Can I introduce? I just want to meet one. Let me just cuddle one. How sheepish are
Do
they?
you ever stop talking?
Oh, one's pissing.
You're going to be calm.
Just give me a cuddle.
Nice and chill.
Come here.
No, you're
Okay.
staring at it. Come on this way.
No, I understand. Right, we're just going to start then. We're just going to start. Oh, they're in the corner. We're never going to get them out of
This
there.
is why I say go quietly.
I want to just cuddle
Can you
one.
listen to me?
No, hang on.
Okay.
Are we actually going to say the phrase yet?
Yeah, I reckon if we go around that side, just quietly and slowly, and then we say the phrase and we'll start herding. Follow?
Yeah, okay.
Just
Oh, they're angry now.
staring at me. Okay.
Look, I've got some delicious snacks for you.
Don't push them that way. Push them this way.
Look, what's this?
Oh, they're coming to me. All right, Ollie, I reckon you can say the phrase.
Okay, your time starts when you say the phrase. I'm a little sheepish. Here we go.
What was the phrase?
Let me stay over this side. That's it, the boys. Oh, you're not. No, don't let them split. Don't let them split. Come on, you fuckers. Yes, get in there, boys. Get in there. Yes. Close it. Oh, I don't know which is the right one.
Wait, this needs to go this way. You got that way.
I am your sheep overlord. You will be defeated.
Ollie, I need muscles. Oh wait, I got it.
Yes, smashed.
Sorry, but Wait.
Task 4. Your daily life is herding 53 Australians back onto the coach.
Chickens should be no problem.
Time starts when you use the word cracking.
Oh fuck.
The word. Where am I herding the chickens?
Well, obviously in the chicken coop would be a good start.
No, I don't scared them. We don't scared.
Jet! Cracking. Did she respond to that whistle?
Oh, what's that? There's a door there, Sam.
No, we're doing good, They'll just go in. They'll just go in for sure.
Don't know.
Dog would have. No, it's not a sheepdog. They're not sheep.
Jet! This might be a wasted venture. Jet!
That way. Come on. Oh, too easy.
Oh,
Are you funny?
the deranged one always gets
That's pretty quick. Alright, time for another beer.
I said face the coach.
I don't know. It's really like my What can we say?
Oh. Well, that was far too easy.
As a trip manager / driver, you should be used to herding 53 Australians back onto the coach. Herding 8 sheep should be no problem. Once all the sheep are in the pen, the time will stop. Your time starts when you say the phrase. Ah, okay. Alright. I like it. Time starts when I say that. Okay. Which pen? There? Okay. Why did you run away? Oh no, I ripped up the task. Okay. No. Alright, you're not going to break away, are you? Come on. This way. Come on. That's the sheepies. Go, sheepies. Don't you stop. What are you stopping for? I don't want a little her. Go on. No, don't break away from the pen. Go. I'm a little sheepish. Yes. Go. They're in.
Well done. Well done, Joe. She still can't believe how bad she's doing.
So for this one, let's run through the times in order from bottom to the top. So in last place, scoring 0 points, is Courtney and Grayson. Simply, Courtney wasn't there. I think she took the sheep and ran.
So after trying to reimburse our ticket for Alton Towers, she ignored our messages and then ran off with the sheep.
Yeah, so we don't know where she is. And then Grayson.
Yeah, he just couldn't get it. So to be fair, Grayson was the first one to do the sheep. So a bit of context throughout this. We did the chickens first. However, we found they were too easy. So in Top Manager fashion, we decided to make it a little bit harder. So we changed up for the sheep. And originally we were going to get them in a small little pen, but Grayson couldn't do that. So then we had to stop filming and make sure we could do the bigger pen. But he gave up after 5 minutes. He just couldn't do it. So
yeah, rumour has it he's still out there trying to get the sheep. Then we have Celeste. So Celeste did it in 3 minutes, 8 seconds, and no, that's it. Interestingly, next to her is Christian, who did it in 2 minutes and 58 seconds. However, let's have a look at the photo finish with this one.
So, as you can see on the screen, Celeste had the sheep in the pen first. However, she then started rambling, taking her time to close the gate, which was really frustrating because she could have beaten Christian.
Yeah, and Christian's already doing well. So, Celeste, you know, next time you're going to be herding sheep, just shut the gate and you're done.
Also as well, that sheep that jumped over the fence and knocked its leg. Absolutely fine, nothing worried. So just a bit of a disclaimer, the sheep is perfectly fine. They're pretty hearty, those sheep.
Yeah, it tasted lovely. Then we have the on-site. So the on-sites, all 3 of them, with the chickens, it took them 1 minute 34 seconds. Which, for the chickens, really?
Yeah, I mean, the chickens were easier because they want to go inside. As well, there's 3 of you. There's 3 people herding it, so that's another an advantage.
There was one rogue chicken as well that was being a cock. Anyway, Chris did it in 1 minute 32 seconds, so just a tiny bit ahead of the on-sites. But valiant effort. He did good. I love the lone shot of him just running across the landscape. That was great. So
it was a scene out of 1917. Very similar. Both scenes. Have you seen that movie? He's running across the trenches.
Exactly the same. Next up, we've got Sam. Sam did pretty good. Sam did it in 43 seconds, so we're getting to the no minutes mark. So well done, Sam. 43 seconds. Again, it was just the chickens, but you know, well done. Next, we have Joe, who also did the chickens. Joe did this in 37 seconds, so even a bit quicker. He did also have the technique similar to Sam, where they chose not to say the phrase straight away, and he decided it. He was also spent a lot of time trying to get the dog. He probably would have had a good chance of winning if he didn't spend all that time trying to get Jet, but hey ho. Then we have Hannah and Ollie, who really, you know, took it as far as they could without saying the phrase. They waited until they were near the sheep, then said that they were feeling sheepish, and from there it took them 33 seconds. So that actually put them in second place.
They really, yeah, you can tell they really learned their lesson this one. You know, failing last time with the watermelon challenge where they said it straight away, they learned their lesson and did it to the last possible second. I think they could have waited a little bit longer with that, with knowing that info, but still a pretty good time.
Yeah. So that means in first place, cheekily enough, is Joel.
Now with Joel, I don't know why no one else thought of this. The challenge clearly says that the challenge starts when you say the phrase, I'm a little bit sheepish. But I realised as well, I was like proper slumped in my chair like a teenager that's in the principal office.
I know, it feels a bit like that, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Especially this chair. Does your chair go that back?
No.
Yo, go on get it. Anyway.
Little naughty kid. Jacob, keep it together.
I'm trying. Right.
You've got this.
Okay, so quick introduction to yourself. So who are you?
Thanks for asking. My name is Jess. My current role is a welfare and sustainability manager. I just came off 2 years on the road being a trip manager and an on-site for a little bit there. But this new role, I think it combines a lot of the on-road experience I had and my personal interests. So pretty much what I do now is look after the well-being of trip managers and also travellers while they're on trip. So say traveller has a really hard time, whether it's emotionally, something happens back home or anything like that, the trip manager can connect them with me. I can help guide them through that. Or same with the trip manager if they're struggling emotionally or something really rough happens on trip. They also just have that extra support there to give them some suggestions or just try and help in the best way I can, which is something that I'm really passionate about. And you know, a lot of my friends are in those positions, so I just hate that I said that.
No, it sounds like you're obviously come from your mates are in it, so it's quite natural that you want to be in that community.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
What's wrong with that? That's fine. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that ties into a lot of mental health. I know I'm going off topic now, but I feel like the people you hang out with is probably one of the most important things you can decide in life. Like, you know, I try to surround myself with people that don't bring you up. Not in a way that like you ignore criticism at all, but like, you know, you want a nice little community that brings you all together.
Yeah, and I think that once you're around that and you're all going through similar things, but you all experience the same thing differently at the same time. So like you could do the same trip as somebody, but they experience it in a completely different way. It could just be the travellers that are on trip, it could be what's going on in the city at the time. So I think, when you come back together, and I got to experience that as being part of that group, you really kind of share and you share your experiences. But then also having somebody who's slightly removed now but still gets it, I feel like I can have that kind of bystander opinion but then also relate, which I think is something that, I don't know, hopefully will be valuable to people moving forward, because you can just sit down and have a genuine conversation but have an outcome that will hopefully, you know, put you in the right direction to improve whatever you're going through.
So, I think the biggest question I like to ask people in Kentucky is, why did you get into, you know, how did you become a trip manager?
Yeah, it's very true, and no two people have the same story. I think you probably experience every time you ask someone, so different. But for me, it started back when I was 18. I booked a Europe trip because I thought, going to Europe will fix all my problems and everything. So I booked the trip. Once I got here, I quickly realised after a few weeks that, not even a few weeks, a week, that I was super missing home, and I saw this huge 5-week trip in front of me, and I thought there is absolutely no way that I'm going to be able to do this trip. So I went and spoke to my trip manager a couple of days in, and I was like, Toby, I can't do this. You know, obviously I was like crying. I was quite upset about it. I was like, I'm really missing home. I'm not going to be able to make it through the whole trip.
And that's your first time away from home, right?
Yeah, that was my first time solo traveling. So
Okay.
it was a bus about, but similar to Kentucky. So yeah, first time away from home. I had a friend with me, but I was personally I felt like I wasn't strong enough. I felt like I needed my mum, and it felt like a baby to say that at 18, but I genuinely felt like I needed my mum and I just wanted to go home. So he's coached me through it. He just tried to remind me of all the amazing experiences I was going to have. This is why we come to travel, because we grow and we learn so much, and you're going to really regret it if you leave. He was super, super frank with me, but supportive. I went back to my room, I thought about it, and I decided to stay. And on that same trip, I ended up booking another trip for the following year. And it just took a couple of weeks of just being in a really nice supportive environment, having somebody who was just like encouraging, but in a way that wasn't like your parent, but just genuinely wanted you to have a good time. Like, that was all that he wanted for me. So I finished the trip, I came home, and I just decided, oh my gosh, like, I feel like a different person. And I know it's a bit cringy to say, you know, Europe changed me, but it did in that way because it showed me this side of myself that I didn't know.
And you got that travel bug.
You got that travel bug, exactly. And it's fully real. And once you get it, you can't shake it. It's like, you know, a little parasite gets in your skin and you can't get rid of it. And it influenced me so much. I ended up changing my studies. So I ended up changing to a tourism degree because I was like, how can I be in the travel industry for work? And then once I finished my degree, I saw that Kentucky was hiring. I was on their website looking to do a trip. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just do a little sneaky and apply. And even when I left and I started the job, I still felt like I was lacking in confidence, and I had a lot of insecurities, a lot of anxiety, and I didn't think there was any way that I would be able to do it. But once you go through the training and you have the amazing support systems, it's honestly just changed me so much. Such a transformative job, I would say.
Knock it over again.
Almost.
This big dumpy. Right, so my next question is, obviously you've been on the road for a while now. What inspired you to leave the road and become a welfare manager in the office?
Yeah, so what I realised throughout reflecting on my time on the road was how much the job gave me in terms of strength and patience and understanding, and I just realised after a couple of seasons how much it gave me and how much stronger I felt as a person. And throughout those 2 years as well, I had so many travellers and other colleagues who I felt like went through various stages, including myself, of really challenging times, whether it be personally or at work. And it's something that, you know, we all have our own ways of dealing it, but sometimes we just need a little bit of extra help. And maybe it even is just someone who can understand what you're going through, but then being able to point you in the right direction. And when this job came up, when I saw the welfare manager job come up, I just kind of thought that that was something that I really wanted to do and I really wanted to share it. And the experiences that I had leading up to it, I just felt like maybe it might be useful to some new trip managers who are coming through, or even people who are in the same year as me who can relate or just generally want somebody else to talk to about what they were going through. And I think it's such an amazing role, being able to continue to inspire people by their travelling. Maybe I'm not on the road anymore, which is sad, but I'm also still there in spirit, and I'm just so grateful for how much I learnt throughout that time, and I really just genuinely want to be able to share and help in any way I can, because travel is great, isn't it, Jacob?
It is, yeah, it is. You don't get stuck in Croatia, but no, we'll cut that bit. But,
cut that bit.
No, I think it's really nice that you've come from obviously the roads, so you know what we go through every day as trip managers, and then to see you now in the office, obviously progressing in Kentucky, which is really nice to see, and now you helping other trip managers, which I think the whole point of this project as well is to be one team, one Kentucky.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's really nice.
No, exactly. And we all, like I said to you before, we all go through various challenges at various points in time on the road. But I think we can all relate at the end of the day that we have such a great job, and sometimes we just need to have the right resources available to us and relatability and feeling understood, and not, you don't want someone to turn to you and just say, oh, you're just complaining. Like, it's not about that. Like, it is really hard, but it's also, really great and life-changing at the same time.
At long last, we have it here. We have the final results. So we have got a few joint places here, but we'll run through the order and how many points they've got. So, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So, in last place, we have got Courtney. So Courtney is 7th with 6 points. So, good job, Courtney. Thank you for taking part.
But I hope I don't know.
We don't know where you are, but still admiration for taking the banana and running. In 6th place, we've got a joint Celeste and Grayson on 9 points. So if you sent those banana videos, you could have been a bit further ahead.
A lot higher.
Yeah. Then in 5th place, we have the On-Sites team with 13 points. So double digits now. Next up, we've got joint in 4th place, and this is where it gets closer. We've got Joe and Hannah and Ollie on 17 points. Well done, team. Then our final 3 with 18 points in 3rd place is Sam. Then in joint 2nd place, we've got with 20 points, Chris and Joel, which means 1st place, it's the man, the myth, the legend, Christian with 24 points.
And with that, Christian, we're happy to announce we've got a little reward for you.
We do.
We have purchased some trousers for you to wear, so you don't have to walk around London anymore.
No.
Just in your budgie smugglers, it's fine.
Yeah, you can wear clothes. So that is it for Task Manager. I want to say a huge thank you for those of you who watched and supported, whether you are one of our viewers or if you donated to the wonderful cause. Thank you to our contestants for giving us your time and giving us your entertainment and your energy. And of course, we want to say a massive thank you to Kentucky as well for allowing us to work on this project and for giving us the opportunity to travel the world and have these amazing experiences. So thank you, Kentucky.
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. What's up?
Hey everyone.
Hey everyone. I just wanted to take a moment
To raise awareness of a very important topic.
Some serious awareness.
As a trip manager.
As the Managing Director of Kentucky Europe.
As an on-site.
As a trip manager.
As an on-site.
I've seen more and more of our travellers who are coming overseas and are struggling with their mental health.
That's either stemming from lockdown or from social media or also
The news.
For many, travel can seem as escape, but for some,
Causing a lot of undue distress for people while they're on trip.
As a company that works with young people, we're committed to helping and inspiring our past, current and future travellers.
Our stories, our conversations, our experiences.
Let's support each other and remind everyone that sharing your struggles isn't a sign of weakness. It's a brave step towards healing.
Our hope in doing this,
in the hopes of spreading a positive message about mental health and raising awareness about these issues,
is to encourage everyone to feel more comfortable about their own mental health and coming to terms with it. And it helps us all to heal and move forward.
One team.
One team. One team.
One team.
One team.
One team.
One team.
One team.
One team.
One team. One team.
One team.
One team.
Task Manager has ended, but now we're entering a new phase where me and Kentucky have been working together in a new challenge, which I'll show the promo now. This journey begins, this actually goes back to me passing my Kentucky training. I was in the office and this is when
everyone from different departments, from transport, ops, and marketing, come in to chat with us before our very first Kentucky trip. And I remember when marketing come in, and I put my hand up and asked, would you guys be interested in doing any fundraisers? And they asked me to explain on that. And I said, about 6 months ago, I pulled a Land Rover 2 miles for charity. And there was a bit of laughter and a few giggles in the room. And I remember marketing said quite lightly, saying, if you could pull a coach, that would be great. And I guess that's where our journey begins.